Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time 3D. Last time we went back to the past as young Link and managed to claw our way through beneath the well to find ourselves the new item to help us on our journey. The Lens of Truth, which allows us to see hidden objects. This time, we're heading back inside of the Shadow Temple. We may have entered this place, but we didn't get very far because I warned that you would not really be able to do so without this object. Put those bombs back in front just for safety, and let's get going. Once again, Shadow Temple is quite nefarious. There's just a lot of hidden passageways around here. But the Eye of Truth, as they mentioned, will be our key to victory around here. You may notice all these skull heads. Most of them are fake, except for this one. You'll also see this sign. Only one who has sacred feet can cross the Valley of the Dead. Interesting. Now let's try and push this. Make my beak face the Skull of Truth. The alternative is descent into the deep darkness. Let's see if we can just... Oh, give me a second. Have 3 dogs, they said. It would be fun, they said. They were wrong. To be fair, it wasn't my decision, but still. Anyways, Lens of Truth. Push this in the direction of the lone skull that actually exists here. Or else the punishment is a fate of endless darkness. Which I don't know about you, but I'm not interested in that fate. I believe what actually happens is that if you push this into the wrong skull, you just get sent into the void by a wallmaster. Now the gate over there opens, but can't really make that jump, and there's no long shot area or anything to reach. Bit of a problem. Let's do some looking around and see what else we can find. That's the entrance that we came in from. This is new, though. Now, technically speaking, the best way and most efficient way to conserve the Lens of Truth is to mash the hell out of it. We're not going to do that, because that's going to drive me crazy. One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. Yeah, they keep warning you, essentially. You don't technically need to do that, but still. Shadow Temple. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Ugh. That's unsettling. This room is also fake, so we can head this way. What is hidden in the darkness? Tricks full of ill will. You can't see the way forward. Actually, I can. Okay, we got some pots that come at us. We've dealt with these before, so it's not that big of an issue. So I can see the way forward on that side. I believe there's a couple other fake walls around here, so do your best to keep an eye out for them. But for now, this is the way we need to progress. And wouldn't you know it, it's back again, and it's got more hands! Yep, rematch with the dead hand. Thankfully, spin attack does wonders for dealing with this thing. Even with its hands pinning you down, it really can't do much against you. Now again, you can stun these hands if you're careful, but I don't recommend it. Just get out of them as soon as you can. And just get out of range and make him come to you. What's up, bud? Come here. Come here. Got a nice juicy face that you know you want to try. Dead. The Master Sword plows through this guy way faster than the Kokiri Sword ever did, thankfully. And as a reward, a chest. Let's grab this. Let's get ourselves that sweet, delicious dungeon map and see what we're doing. Psych! You got the hover boots! With these mysterious boots, you can hover above the ground. The downside? No traction. You can even use them to walk for short periods where there is no solid ground. Be brave and trust in the boots. Yeah, that's not the dungeon map. That's our new item, the other pair of boots that was annoying about this game. You didn't need to use these things nearly as often as the iron boots. That's why they're not as widely hated, but they were still not exactly well liked. Thanks to this game, though, that makes it a fair bit easier, I'd say, to enjoy. So yes, no traction, meaning that we're constantly slipping and sliding like this. Ugh, it's like you covered your carpet in soap. I mean, I suppose I did do that once, but that was a different matter. If there's anything that I should warn you about, it's this. Fucking good old scout camps. You do some weird things at scout camp, and man, that's honestly some of the most fun to do. Shadow Temple, yep. I suppose I should give a little bit better context for that, because I do scout camp a lot. I was scouts. I was an Eagle Scout. It was quite an enjoyable experience, but one of the things that we did at one point was drive up to Oklahoma for a scout visit for the week. The problem was that we were doing a bunch of merit badges there, and one of them was snow sports in Oklahoma in the summer. The solution to this method was complete and utter anarchy, where the camp counselors decided that the smart thing to do was to layer carpeting on the hills that we were going down and lather it with soap. It worked, and I can still say proudly that I own the snow sports merit badge, but god, that was fun doing that. And there's the dungeon map. There's the actual map of the area. That's nice. Let's check our map once again. We see there's a lot of things further down, but higher up, not so much. But yes, scout camp for me was absolutely wild. When we weren't just doing good old Florida Keys scuba diving. So I am scuba certified. It was a lot of fun doing that. It's just, I can't really do that anymore since the incident where my lung collapsed. But that's a story for another day. Enough with talking about my flirtations with death. Let's head this direction. Now once again, this sign said, only those with sacred feet can cross the Valley of the Dead. They mean the hover boots. These do allow us to hover in the air for a couple seconds, which is quite nice. Now we can head downward. Down to the second floor where we got ourselves a BMOS waiting. Let's see if we can't just... Okay, I did not miss this time, that's good. I don't know why Navi's focused on that spot in particular. Lens of Truth will reveal that these two walls are fake, but the third one here is actually real, but we can still blow it up. That needs a key, which we don't have, but we can look for one anyway. Let's try this way. Oh, it's this room. Return of these dudes. We kind of dealt with something similar to this back in the the ice cavern. Only it wasn't actual Grim Reapers wielding scythes. Uh-oh. This wall is saying something. If you want to see a ferry to the other world, come here. No, thank you. That is a trap. Do not fall down that because it is a one-way ticket to hell. Let's ignore that and head this direction instead. If you get cornered by the sides, you can just crouch with your shield and you will avoid them, so be careful. Oh, that didn't quite reach. Let's do that, and we open the doorway over there to get ourselves a little chest. Where is that? Way over there, of course. Let's just easily get over here. And yeah, if it wasn't really clear, this is definitely like the dungeon that's trying to be the darkest and most unsettling. Like the music's all grim sounding, and we've got sides and everything. This place is inside of a graveyard, but oddly, the Forest Temple I think still is more unsettling because when you hear the name the Shadow Temple, you're like, yeah, that makes sense, just based on everything that you see in this place. But then you see the Forest Temple, you're like, why does everything feel like I'm about to die? Like, I don't know, the Forest Temple's atmosphere is second to none. Like, I don't know, somehow that place nails being unsettling more than the Shadow Temple does. I like the Shadow Temple, I think it's an interesting place. And getting to mess around with, of all things, the hover boots is fun. It's just a weird place at times because this feels overshadowed in a few parts. Pardon the pun. Let's try Din's Fire on you two knuckleheads. Because I believe we can do this if we're crafty. I don't remember if this works efficiently on these two. Oh god, he is still moving in the cutscene. Okay, that was not helpful at all, never mind. Crap. This is gonna backfire horribly. Pull out that ocarina. Let's try this instead. Sun Song. This does work on Redeads, but it works on Gibdos as well. Because they're zombies. Which means it will paralyze this one, giving us ample time to get over there and finish it. Wow, 3 big chests already. Right. I forgot. We get all 3 of the big treasures almost immediately in this dungeon, so don't need to worry about getting anything else. There's the compass. Wonderful. And of course, as you might expect, there is gold skulls in this place too, so make sure that you're on guard. Thankfully, they're not until the lower floors of this place, but something you want to keep an eye on for at least. Let's head down a bit lower. Now you can tell from the music that there's always going to be something like this around. Or you can just use the Lens of Truth to detect them. But Skulltulas really aren't going to scare you that much. They're Skulltulas. Like, as much as I hate spiders, this thing doesn't impress me anymore. Now, if this was Skyward Sword Skulltulas, I'd be singing a different tune, because goddamn, those things are way worse. Because they can actually crawl around. That and they don't die instantly. I think it's probably just the fact that these things are introduced as early as the first dungeon that makes them kind of a pushover. Uh-oh. We got guillotines. Ow! Viva la France Revolution! But we really don't want to get ourselves getting our head cut off. So let's ignore that. Uh-oh. Watch for the shadows of monsters. You know what that means. Yeah, I can hear it already. Be careful. Yeah, these fuckers will sneak up on you. Even in this place. Pretty cheeky. Gotta move fast if you want to deal with all these guys. They are everywhere. I do wonder, who the hell idea was it to go, yeah, I want this many to just have a guillotine. I just want this pathway to be full of them. It's like, what do you gain from this? Come on, Stalfos. Nope. Come on. Now, sometimes you can actually bait the Stalfos into falling off a cliff. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it does, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to show that again at some point. Let's head over this way, because I don't trust the other direction right now. I believe this is the way we want to go, because there's a bunch of other treasures here. But the other way is the way forward, technically. Nothing else around here in terms of secrets, but we got an invisible twin scythe. A lot more dangerous to deal with. Keys. Nothing I can't just shoot down. Or miss entirely, I guess. This is going to be a lot harder to do doing this. Bow. This is a bit harder to aim, but whatever. There is a like in this place as well, so you should be careful, but otherwise, not that big of an issue. Likes, once again, just shoot them twice, and you're probably fine. Thank you, Bo. I do hear the sounds of a gold Skulltula back there, though, which is something we definitely want. Nope. I don't want the boots, I actually want to aim. Problem with this dungeon is that there's also just big open areas like this where there's just a lot of keys. And they're pains in the ass to deal with. There's one. Missed it. And there's two. Is that both of you? Yes. Which will get us access to this room over here, which will get us a chest. Or two if we look at the map. But there's only one chest. Or is there? Once again, Lens of Truth will help you reveal hidden objects, and especially hidden treasures. Restocking my arrows, thank you very much. And $5. Now, we have actually taken a fair bit of damage in this place, but I wouldn't fret about that too much. Gold Skulltula for our troubles. Nice. That's one more. As much as it may be concerning to think, man, we're taking a lot of punishment in this place, it's not really that big of a deal here. For one thing, the Shadow Dungeon, or Shadow Temple, I should say, kind of generous in terms of hearts, at least in terms of when it throws them at you, so there's always going to be an opportunity to grab some of those. And two, when we get to the dungeon boss, actually, how should I put this? The dungeon boss for the Shadow Temple is sort of akin to Morpha in a way, in that if things go well for you, into the void I go for that one. If things go well for you while fighting the boss of the Shadow Temple, it is the easiest boss in the game. If things don't go well for you, that boss will destroy you. Like, it is a matter of understanding how that boss works and learning from it. It's a lot of just, like, trial and error if you don't understand. And I did it again. Why did I pull out my sword for that? That was stupid. Let's try the hover boots this time. That should help. But yeah, I think the dungeon boss here, it's not so bad. I know some people who have genuine trouble with that boss. And to an extent, I do understand, because it can be quite challenging. But at the same time, you just gotta learn to deal with it. It's like fighting games. Learn the matchup. Alright, pull out our hover boots once again, though. Notice that we're down on the 4th floor doing this. And there's a shitload of chests down here. Like, look at all these. For now, though, we're gonna head to this side. I know this is not technically the way forward, but that's exactly why we're going this way, because why would I want to go the way forward? Bombs are key, so we're going to pull these out. Take care of that Beamos, because he was guarding another one of these silver rupees. Thankfully for us, the floor masters will not appear on this area, so we're fine in that front. Open that door, and we got 3 chests inside of the next room for us. With these spiked crushers, that is. We do got a block inside of Hidden Wall that we can pull out. Really just always have that Lens of Truth on hand whenever you need, because you never know what you might find out here. And I do hear the telltale sound of a gold Skulltula, but where is it? I believe it's actually behind that fenced-off area. What do you got? Only one with the Eye of Truth will find the stone umbrella that protects against the rain of blades. Yeah, that's their way of saying, hey, idiot, use this block. But it is quite useful, otherwise this would absolutely be a lot harder to deal with, and you would be very easily crushed. Thanks to this stone umbrella here, we can easily bypass these spikes. This moving spike actually won't be an issue because it will just stay at the same speed constantly. Make sure you're careful though when you're moving this because you don't want to accidentally expose yourself while taking care of the other spikes. Turn over to this side and you'll see a gold Skulltula. Looks like there's no fake floor here, thankfully, so we can just strike this one and get ourselves another token. I tried to jump forward and the game said, nah, you gotta work for this one, son. 81. Jesus. Alright, anything on this side, though? Looks like we got another chest. What are you hiding for us? More arrows, not bad. I am full up on arrows, but that's fine, honestly. Looks like there's nothing here. What I believe we are intended to do, at least, is pull this block to the very end so that we can climb up it. Just a little bit further, please. Thank you very much. Come on. One more. There we go. Yeah, because we're safely out of range of getting crushed by the spikes, but we can still get up here. And we can actually use the spike droppers as platforms. Thank you. And let's see what's in here. $5. Kind of worthless, but whatever. There's also this button. What do you got for us? Another chest way over there. Oh, God. Almost went too early. Just let the spike dropper do its thing and use it to get across. Got a small key. We did actually need to go over here after all, because without that, we would not have been able to progress. Hearts and more hearts. Still missing a fair number, but we got so many, it's really not that big of a deal. This is like when hubris sets in for Breath of the Wild, when you're like, I got 30 hearts. I'll be fine. They run into a line and you get obliterated in 3 seconds. Or worse, you run into a Gleeok in tears. Those things are absolutely... I hate the fact that they brought those things back, because God, they're tough. But at the same time, I'm also thankful, oddly, because I'm like, man, these things are cool. I guess that's a lot of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild to an extent, is like, these things are hard, but they're also kind of sick. More spikes littering this place, and a re-dead. I'm gonna deal with you. I'm not gonna give you the chance to move. Petrify you thanks to the power of the sun. Praise the sun. What? Okay, I don't know how you reached me from that, but whatever. What? Okay, this is getting ridiculous now. Is this my hubris for talking shit about redeads for so long? Get out of here. I ain't fucking letting redeads win this battle. Thankfully, we do have some nodes in the wall that we can shoot. I said that we can shoot, thank you. There's actually a few of these, so we can shoot this one up here. Drop down and grab this one. What? How did I whiff on that one? I suppose we can shoot this. Oh, no. Right, redeads are immune to arrows. Get you out of here. And get that chest to appear. Thank goodness. There's still some things we can grab here, though. I want this. Kick this open. $5 more. That's neat, I guess, but that's not really what we're looking for. There's a note up here that we can grab, thankfully. It'll drop us down here. We could use that... Actually, no, we can't. We don't have the key anymore. That's a problem. Let's try putting on our hover boots for this. I think that's what the game is actually trying to get me to do. There we go. Okay, that opens this door, which we can head into. Skull jar? Interesting. Oh, wait, no, I remember this one. There's also a gold skull behind this one, too. But I also hear keys. Fire keys, in fact. You can easily strike those down and get some hearts. Let's take care of the Skulltula, though, because he's trying to hide. Nice try, bud. You belong to me. And let's get up here. We do have some bomb flowers, so it's pretty clear-cut as to what they're trying to get us to do. Eat the bombs. Duh. But no. What we actually want to do... The doors reopen from killing all the enemies. But what we're intended to do is pick up a bomb flower and throw it directly into the skulls. And then miss horribly. God damn, that was a bad shot in general. Throw that. And that destroys that. Dropping for us another key. Yeah, they kind of get tricky with you because you think, oh, there's no chest in this room because of the map telling me that. There must not be a way forward. No, there is. They'll just play with your expectations every so often. This place do be a bit tricky after all. It is the temple after all. It'd be a bit lame if the temple didn't put up any sort of interesting tricks or gimmicks. Alright, we got one key, which gives us a one-way ticket through here. Where are we now? Because I believe... Oh, the wind turbines. I remember where we are now. This is the part where things get actually kind of annoying. What's that? I should end the episode right now. No. Well, I suppose we have been going for a while, so we'll at least showcase what you're supposed to do here. Pull out your iron boots. Yes, we're using these things on land. And thanks to the power of iron, you're a bit too heavy for this fan to blow you back. If you were in the hover boots or your regular shoes, you'd get blown against the wall immediately. Okay, seriously? Get out of here. You are not blindsiding me again with that stupid trick. We can use the long shot to grab onto the wood here. And we can just drop. Come on. Drop, I said. Thank you. Now, there is a fake wall there, but that's not what we're aiming for. Thanks to the power of iron boots, we're just going to easily head over this direction and roll into this door. Where we'll find waiting for us more redeads. Of course we will. Sun Song, praise the sun. And as it turns out, that was actually what you were supposed to do in the first place. Wait, what? Oh, that's a fairy! I didn't even realize. Those who have sacred feet should let the wind guide them. They will then be led to the hidden path. Interesting. Is there really no chest in this room? Oh, there it is. You're hidden in a kind of remote spot, friend. More arrows. Nice. Let's dispose of these redeads real fast, though. Just for safety, because I don't want to deal with them later when I least expect it. And that opens the door. Thank goodness. But for real, though, I think now is probably best for us to call it, because we have been going for a while, and we're pretty deep into the Shadow Temple. But I don't want to clear the entire dungeon in one episode, because that would run things a bit too long. So, next time, let's play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. We'll be heading even deeper into this place, and hopefully reaching the bottom of the Shadow Temple, and finding that Shadow Beast that was causing mayhem. Till next time, ice out.